Hi, this is Dawn Olszewski with DOstampingwithDawn.com, and I'm here with another How'd She Do That video. And today we're going to play with paper pumpkins, specifically the Wildflower Wishes. Now this was a kit that came February, and so if you are a subscriber, you would have received this kit already and probably have played with it and have lots of extras. So I'm going to show you some basics about the kit if you're new to paper pumpkin, and I also have some alternate projects for you. So first of all, I just want to show you that each paper pumpkin kit comes with a stamp set, specifically designed to be used obviously with the kit. It generally comes with one Stampin' Spot, sometimes two. This particular one is Garden Green. And then you get instructions how to make the cards or project that were designed for this particular kit. It's always pretty easy to put together. Let's see. So for this particular kit, let me put this aside. There were 3 different styles of cards. We have a celebrate, a thank you, and a friend. And then you get 3 of each of these. So there were 9 cards in the kit. They also come with envelopes. Let me show the envelopes that come with this one, because what I like to do is oftentimes take the envelopes apart. These look like this, and you can see there's like some pattern paper inside there. So let's just pull it apart. And you could cut it right here, and you would have some pattern paper to play with as well. So think about that when you get this kind of stuff, because I always have envelopes, but I don't always have some cute little paper that I can also make additional cards with. So there's that. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the other things that come in the kit, as well as how you can use them. You'll get some vellum pieces, and you can see I removed one of them here, is like some leafy sort of thing. And then there's 2 different size banners. Here's one size, and here's another size. That was meant for the smaller greetings that come in the stamp set. All right, then you'll get these. So this is how you get these, these shapes here. So these shapes were created by they die cut the words out of it, and then you just pull this out, and that's how you get kind of your window to put over the pattern paper. There's some pattern paper shapes in there for you to do that with. So what can you do with these leftovers? So essentially you're going to have 3 celebrate leftovers, 3 thank yous, and 3 friends. So I want to show you a card that I made. So this is a very simple card. It still uses the base from the kit, the layer from the kit, and this is one of the die cuts. It's actually from the Celebrate one. So you can see I ended up cutting a piece off of it here, kind of so where it would be flat, and I've added a little layer of let's see, this is Daffodil Delight, and then this friend, and you're probably thinking, how did you mount that so straight? So there's a trick to that, and it's super easy. So let me show you. Get out a plastic ruler, and all you have to do is slip them underneath the words partially. Yeah, this is an old scrapbooking trick that I used to do with stickers, and because these are already lined up for us, and then stick them to the plastic. I see this H is being a little tricky, no problem. And see, you can also spell other words with it. So thank you, like that. And there we go. And then all you have to do is just add it to another piece of paper. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. We line this up straight on my little grid here, and then we know that my ruler is going to be straight as well, and I can put the U right underneath it. So we'll go ahead and stick those on, and then pull this gently back, and we'll slide it till it comes off, and there you go. Your stickers are exactly where you want them to be. Pretty cool, huh? So there's my trick and tip for that. Alright, now you might have noticed that there's some additional stickers that are provided with this kit. Not only that, there's lots of additional stickers that are provided with this kit. Look at them all. And I have a tip to use those with. Alright, hold on. So here are 2 cards for you, and you can see they're of 2 different sizes. One, this is a traditional size. So originally it started with a base that's 8.5 by 5.5, and then I have a layer of white here that is, let's see, 4 by 5.25. So very easy, simple stamping with basic black. This little layer here is a little strip of Daffodil Delight, and it's just a 1/2 inch wide. And you can see that I've used one of the stickers. Ooh, I'm using a lot of these stickers. I have one left here, and I have applied it to a square here that is the stitched shape framelits. My favorite framelits to dig out when I'm playing with Paper Pumpkin. And this one is roughly 1 1/4 inch square, and then of course the basic black baker's twine, which I love. It's one of my favorites. So how cute is this? You can put probably 8 of these together in no time at all, and be sending them out as thank yous to all those people that you want to send a little thank you to. But my favorite one is this one, and this one uses a note card, and let me tell you, it literally comes together in minutes. Maybe under 5 minutes even. So let me talk to you about that. So first of all, it's the note card, Whisper White note cards and envelopes. These are one of my favorite products from Stampin' Up. I use them all the time, especially with Paper Pumpkin, and they're a great way to use up some of the extra supplies. So it comes with card bases. So when folded, this is 3.5 by 5, and then it also comes with envelopes. And then I like to store some layers with mine, and so the layer that I like to use is just a smidge shorter. So just an 1/8 inch smaller on one side, and then an 1/8 inch smaller on the long side. So what does that mean? This is going to be 3 3/8, and this side's going to be 4 7/8. So that's what I like to do. So I'm going to put this together in front of you because it is so super quick and fast. And I'm actually going to start with my stamping. So if you're new to Paper Pumpkin, you will get with your very first kit a block. And where'd my stamp set? Oh, it's right in front of me, which is usually where it is. I don't know about you, I'm always misplacing things, and I've learned to tell myself, look right in front of you, and that's oftentimes where it is. Now, you probably want to use your Stampin' Spots, but I've got my full pads out because I'm going to show you another project after this that's so cool. But for now, let's get some scrap paper. I'm going to just stamp friend. There we go. Let's see if we can clean that up a little bit. Ah, I did. Yay, that's the beauty of photopolymer, the see-through clear. And I'm going to use the Truly, no, this is not Truly. This is the Tailored Tag Punch. I'm just going to cut that real quick. And then I'm going to set that aside. Well, actually, you know what? Let's put dimensionals on there right now. I'm going to add 2. One here and one there. Okay. Now, I'm going to use this as a guide. Now, you can't see that very well. Oh, you can see it a bit. But it might be easier for you to see like this. This is about where I want that greeting to go. And so we're going to use some of these leftover stickers. Now, they originally were provided to use on the envelopes, but I'm not going to use them on the envelopes. They're way too cute. They need to be on a card. So I'm going to start with this wildflower and this leafy image. And I want it to be roughly about here. So I'm going to slide that away. And then we're going to put this back. So this is just providing me a guide on where to put things. So we'll tuck that underneath there. Maybe, there we go. And then the last two are going to be this cute pink one and this yellow one. And again, I just want it tucked under like that. Maybe just a little bit more hanging out. And then the last one is just going to go here. Now, that's not so cute there. I mean, it's all right, but once you add this greeting over it, it's really cute. So this is the Crushed Curry's Baker's Twine, and I've already tied a piece around it and tied it in a bow. And so this is pretty much ready to go. Let's see, where did I put my finished tag? Is here. And we'll position this just like that, and then we'll add it to our card base, which is that note card base, remember? And you're done. See how fast that was? Oh my gosh. And I think I figured I can make 8 of these, and I have a lot of friends that I want to send these to. How cute would that be to get in the mail? Your friends would be delighted. And there you go. Cute. I love this one. All right, for this card, we're going to get out the Stamparatus. Now, this is brand new with Stampin' Up! Some of you have it, and many of you don't, but if you don't, it'll be coming out in the annual catalog June 1st. So you can watch for it then. But in the meantime, I can show you some tips on how to use it. And what we're going to do today is this hinge stepped kind of technique, if you want to call it. Now, the Stamparatus actually comes with 2 plates. I'm not using the other plate. I used that for my thank you card, actually. It fit right there, as you can see. But I'm just taking it off for today. I'm just going to use the one that is on my right. And because this is photopolymer, you do need there's a foam pad that comes with it, and you can use that. I also used a few little shims for mine. You will want to practice with yours to make sure that you can get some nice even stamping, all right? These magnets, okay, the magnets are super, super, super magnety, if you want to call it. And I have added some strips of washi tape, so I have like a little pull, but normally they store underneath. There's 2 separate spots for them, and you do want to make sure that they don't come together because they're really hard to pull apart. So I have a piece here. This is the same size. That's that 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. So we're going to make a note card size. I'm putting 1 of my magnets near the top and 1 near the bottom. All right. And we're going to start off with the Celebrate. So I already mounted this to position it where I want. And I'm going to come in with Garden Green. Get that inked up. And give this a good pressing. Now, excuse me, now I've found that the closer to the edge, I do have to give a little more pressure on the stamp. But that looks great. Now, if that hadn't been like a fully inked up image, I could ink this up again and stamp it again, and it'll be beautiful, and it's in the exact same spot, actually the exact same correct spot. So I love, love, love that about it. So we're going to clean this up, and then we're going to pull this out. So these have these kind of hinges on it, and we're going to move it down 1 step, and I'm going to use Melon Mambo this time. And I got a little on my panel here, and then I'm going to go ahead and give that a press. Beautiful. Clean it up. Now, if I were making several of these, which I have, I would have done all my, like, panels with the first one, you know, do like 6 of those in a row, and then bring it down and do the next color, and that way you wouldn't have to clean them in between. So that's a tip if you're going to make mass-produced cards. And the last color that I'm using here, well, it's not the last one, but it's the last for this step, is, I gotta bring it down. It's Tempting Turquoise. Okay. Bring that up. And you know what? I don't like the way that colored in as nicely, so I'm gonna, you get to see it. I'm gonna do it again. Beautiful. I really just love that about that. Okay, now what we have to do next is I'm going to remove the stamp and make sure it's dry. Okay. And I'm going to stick this back in, back at the top, and we'll position this in between the two celebrates. All right. If we go like that. Place this down. Yay. Pick it up. See, I had some ink on there. And now we're going to do our last color, our actual final last color is Daffodil Delight, and we're going to end up stamping that twice in these 2 open spots. I might be pressing a little hard when I do my inking. I'm going to give it a little more brightness. Let it stand out a little bit more. There. Ooh, beautiful. And then bring it down. And you can see how this is coming together. Isn't that cool? I love it. And this is the perfect stamp set to do that with. This cute little hinge step. Yeah, I want that brighter too. Or I should say darker. Perfect. Yay! Isn't that beautiful? Nice and bright. What a great way to celebrate. And then just add this little kind of flag where it's your awesomeness. I love that. Celebrate your awesomeness. And this is just a 1/2 inch wide, probably about by, well, let's see. Let's check it out. By 3 inches. All right, so I have one more cute little packaging idea that I put together. And that is this. And it is super easy. It couldn't be easier, actually. I'll come on in for you. And let's see. That used one of the pattern pieces that came in the kit. Let me see if I have an extra. Ooh, I don't. I do have an extra one. So that's one of these that was used on the, oh gosh, was it the thank you and the friend card. So if you just fold it in half and then you punch a hole between both of them, it's like a little candy holder. And then I added the friend and a little of that twine that I like, but I also used these petal passion embellishments. There's some flowers in here, but there's also a leaf, which is the one I used. Now you're probably going, what candy? So Ghirardelli has some cute little egg candies. They're really small. They're like half-size candy, and they fit in here nice. Isn't that adorable? So let's bring everything on out and take a look at it. These different ones that I've made. And one more. So there you go. So there's 5 different ideas besides the 3 that came with the kit. I suppose you'd like me to pull out so you can see them. That would be nice, wouldn't it? There you go. So I hope you enjoyed that little preview of a paper pumpkin and some ideas. And if you're interested in joining or subscribing, I should say, to Paper Pumpkin, I'll leave my link to subscribe in the description area. And they're doing something special in March. So if you sign up by March 10th, there's going to be a little gifty thing in there. We don't know what it is, but they're celebrating 5 years. So that's exciting, and I can't wait to see what the kit is and what our little gift is. So for more ideas, be sure to stop by my blog at DOstampingWithDawn.com. Or if you're looking for Stampin' Up! Product, visit my store at DOstamping.stampinup.net. Thank you.